Hello everybody, welcome back to the Sicilian Defence. Our early season form has continued and today we play teams who are 5th and 7th respectively. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Sicilian Defence. My name's Mark and on today's episode we have games against Foggia in Serie C and Averlino 1912 also in Serie C, and it should make for hopefully an entertaining episode. As I said in the intro, they are respectively at the moment 5th in the league, Foggia, and we also see Averlino 1912. They are 7th in the league. What have we been doing since you were last with us, I hear you ask? Well, since then, you were last with us for the opening 2 games of the season. Tanana at home, a 3-2 win, and Vitebes in a 1-0 win on our second game of the season. Since then, we've beaten Cavese 3-1 at home, Biscalili. Is it Bessiligli? 1-0 away from home. Virtus Francavilla, a 1-0 at home. Juve Stabia, 5-1. That was away from home. And then Bari, who at the time were, I think, 2nd or 3rd in the league. 3rd, I think. They literally tucked behind us, I think it was, at home. A 1-1 draw. We were 1 goal behind in that game, but Mazzarani levelling up after 58 minutes, and actually that was quite an interesting goal. I'm not quite sure how the heck he managed this. It's one of them wizard goals that really should never happen, but I suppose it happens in FM, in Football Manager, and that's just how it turns out. But as I say, it's one of those that shouldn't happen. Rizzo here takes it on, clips it in, and Mazzarani, he just flicks it and he gets it between the goalkeeper and the post, hits the far post and rolls into the back of the net. So absolutely inspired. And if we've got a player like that, Mazzarani, remember the name, Andrea Mazzarani, he's 30 years old. If he's wise and wizard that he can do things like that, well, that is unbelievable. He has got a flair of 13, so maybe, just maybe. But anyway, that was cracking stuff. Just quick check on the transfer thing. I'm not sure we've done any transfer activity since you were last with us, simply because we've got no money and we're overspent on wages. And the 2 or 3 players that we did have on trial that we wanted to bring in, we haven't been able to bring in, simply because we can't offer them the wages that they want, and they're not asking for astronomical wages, but as we've said before, when we look at the wages pot, if we sort this by wage, we have 2 players on just over £5,000. Clayton, who is 36 years old, Piccolo, he's 32, and I think what we need to be doing, if not in the January window, certainly as we get to next summer, we need to be looking to move these 2 on. Albeit they are good players as well. They're 4-star current ability. But we need, between now and then, we need to be looking to see if we can find players that will pretty much match up with those guys in those positions. So that's what we're looking to do. Excuse me, got a frog in the throat. Yeah, looking to do that. And obviously bring down the average age, but also at the same time reduce the wage bill somewhat, because if we can bring players in potentially at half of what they're being paid and a bit of turnover and money, then we're doing extremely well. So that's what we're looking to do, and I would even go as far as saying perhaps we need to be looking at Reginaldo as well in that structured look at the players. That will get rid of pretty much all the players then, I think, over a certain age. If we have a quick sort in age now, as you see, Isco, Reginaldo, Clayton. I'm not proposing to get rid of all of them in one go, but I think we certainly want to reduce that age down to 31 tops possibly, and then everybody above that will be looking to move on in the next couple of windows. Bring in some younger players, or even players around 25 that can do us a job in those positions. But we'll have a good look at that on another day, so to speak. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the first game of the episode. It is game Foggia, if that's how you pronounce it. As I said, if there's any queries about the way I pronounce these names, in the comments below. Foggia away in Serie C. Can we continue the good form? We're back on camera. Let's hope so. But before I do that, I just remembered, let's have a quick look at the table, because I didn't show you the table, did I? How remiss of me in doing that. Right, let's go back to the schedule. Go to Serie C. Let's have a quick look at the table. As you'll see, we are top of the pops at the moment. We have played one game more than Potenza and Bari, who we played in the last game, drew 1-1. We have played one game more than both of those. Bari will pass us on goal difference if they will win that game in hand, and Potenza will overtake us by 1 point if they win their game, and obviously that -2 is hindering us at the moment, because otherwise we would be top of the pops, 4 points clear of Potenza, and potentially a point clear even with them winning their game in hand. So we've had a clean start, but I think had we won the game against Bari, then we would have been a little bit more untouchable. We would have been on the 19 points as it is. In fact, we should be on 21 if we hadn't had the 2 points deducted, of course, as well. So we would have been way out in front. But we're doing okay. Let's hope the form can continue. We are playing, as you know, these bigger teams at the top of the table here this episode, and if we can get past them and do reasonably well with them, then we are looking quite good for the season, or certainly the first half of the season, as long as things don't drop off. Okay, without any more to do, we are definitely going through to our first game against Foggia now. And this is the team that we are putting out against Foggia for this game. Just one thing to note is some of the games have already been played. It seems that it's played over 2 days at the weekend in Italy, and also there seems to be a sort of afternoon and evening, and then a similar thing on Sundays. And also, what is also interesting is the two teams below us, Potenza and Bari, are playing one another today. So depending on the outcome of that, will be interesting, because if Bari can beat Potenza, that does allow us to open up a gap if we can win today. If they draw, that also opens up a gap. So that is quite useful, even though both of them will still have games in hand, as it turns out. Right. Without any more to do, let's have a look at just one other thing to note is Santoro, who is on loan here, our goalie. He is absolutely hammered. I've got to put the mockers on this now. I've done this before, but he is playing very well at the moment. He's got a 7.38, and it's only Clayton on a 7.44. I think that. Oh no, Mazzarani obviously 7.54. I tell a lie, but he is doing well as far as goalkeepers are concerned. His average rating over the last, his average rating is good over the last 5 games. Is also very good, but he is our top average rater at 7.51 for the season so far. So he's doing extremely well. So Santoro in goal, Zanini, Clayton, Silvestri and Albertini are our defensive line, with Isco and Rizzo in central midfield, with Piccolo and Mazzarani, the wonder boy, 30-year-old wonder boy, the wonder boy on the right side of attacking midfield. Then we have Pecorino and Reginaldo as our attackers up front, and then on the bench we have Confetti, Pellegrini, Imasso, Gatto, Tonakai, Delogio, Sario, Pinto, Pivanella, Santarino, Calpai, and Menar on the bench. So that is it. We have established that there are 5 substitutes you can make in any one game, but you can only do it on 3 occasions. So you can't do 1, 1, 1, 1. You have to make sure that if you're doing the 5, you have to balance it over 3, no more than 3 stoppages. So that's worth a remember. Teams are warming up. And there is the team sheet for this one. Marco Marconi is their manager. They also have Baldi, which I seem to have recollect has come up in one of the saves before. Right, Pump Fist. Do we do the media one, or do we do a fully expect to keep our run going? Ooh, that's a difficult one. I'm going to go for that one. Right, we seem to have a fair amount of players that are pumped up. We'll just try and motivate the ones who are not. Clayton and Silvestri. Pump Fists. Faith in you, get out there and make a difference. Everybody's pumped up apart from Clayton, and we're ready to go for our first game of the episode. And they have the first highlight. We're just a minute in. Let's hope there's no disasters here, which nearly was, except he put it wide. Right, we're going to have to do this again because I need to work out how I can fix this. I need a laptop that has a lot higher rating, I think, so that I can on Cantonas, yeah, stats, there we go, all sorted. Foggia in this game at the moment. We have a bit of possession, but we don't seem to be doing much in the way of striking at the moment. 20 minutes gone and we've had 1 shot, nothing on target as currently stands. Maserani's taken a knock and indicating that he wants to come off. Looks like pulled knee ligaments. We spoke about him too soon, didn't we? Let's fire the team up while we're at it, and then we'll have to bring Maserani off, I think. Now, he's got a red on the other screen. Injured, but feels he can shake off the knock. Right, we'll give him a bit of time then. Make up your mind what you want to do. I've got my assistant manager telling me... do I want to change? No. Confirm changes. I've got my assistant manager telling me to ignore that for a minute, and that he wants to come off, and then when we go to the screen, he's okay. So, Maserani... Nothing happening. We have a free kick though. Clayton to Zanini. Zanini to Piccolo. Piccolo inside to Rizzo. Rizzo's looking for a shot and did curl that slightly, but the goalkeeper was equal to it. Half time comes, and that's pretty much all we had on this first half. Did actually probably win out on possession, but that's about your lot. Need to see a better second half, methinks. So I think it's going to be a case of point finger. I'm not happy with your performance out there, which has motivated everybody. Piccolo's having a okay game. We're not going to do anything at the minute. Right, tactics wise, we need to just check in on Maserani. He's motivated, he's playing okay. He's do we take him off or do we leave him? We'll leave him there just for a little bit longer. He seems to be quite happy out there. So we will stick with it. What we also do when we get the screen up, we got Zanini with the throw in to Piccolo. Piccolo to Isco. Isco. I thought he was going to take a shot there. Zanini to Isco again. And we're going backwards at the minute. Piccolo through to Picori. Oh, unlucky. And the goalkeeper saved it. It's gone out for a throw on that far side. Right. How is Bari? And Bari is actually beating Potenza by a goal to nil. 44 minutes. They are tucked in behind us. It's 17 points. They're just 1 point behind us. We need to win this game because Bari will be in a position to overtake us if we are not careful. So we need to be up in the ante in this second half if we can. They have a free kick. That free kick's not got anywhere. Silvestri out to Zanini. Zanini to Piccolo. Piccolo inside to Isco. Isco, I'm not quite sure who he was looking for. Didn't find him. Clayton's tied it up. Got that forward this time, and there was I would say possibly a foul there. But the referees obviously said it was a good tackle. And ooh, Albertini heads it straight at one of their players, but that's after a fault by one of our defenders there. But we're back in defence and a goal. Baldi. I made mention of him, didn't I, in the pre-what's-its, and we've come unstuck. And good cross in, and he left Clayton, and all he had to do then was stab it home. So we need to be doing something. Maserani isn't thingy. I think it is time to make a few changes, or at least up the ante a little bit. We've dropped down to second. Bari has overtaken us because of that. Right. Once again, shout at the team. Fire them up. We need to go to attacking because we're simply not doing the business this way round. Maserani needs to come off, because he's clearly not having a good game because of his injury. And Masso is going to come on for him. Reginaldo is having a rubbish game as well, so we're going to bring Serra. But Santorino, right, my assistant manager's telling me to do that, so that's what I'm going to do for the minute. So two changes, one stoppage. We'll pump fists, we'll tell them that we want to go out there and make a difference. And Masso is nervous while Serraro is motivated, and we need to do something very, very quick. Baldi must have got booked for his celebration, one's guessing, as he got booked literally the minute after things. Silvestri wins the ball in defence to Isco to Piccolo. Piccolo back to Zanini. Zanini into the area. Pecorino, he scored. Pecorino equalises after 59 minutes, 50 or 60 minutes if you want to go on the hour. And lovely ball. Piccolo back to Zanini. Zanini really just crossed it in first time. Thought Pecorino was going to make a mistake there, but once he got the two defenders, actually blocked the sight of the goalkeeper a little bit, I think, and he found the back of the net. Just going to check now for offside. He's just onside, look. But all square again, and looking okay at the minute. That puts us back on top for the moment. Right, 70 minutes gone. Do we need to make some more changes? Possibly in midfield by the looks of this. Rizzo is not having a good game, neither is Isco. Isco, Dall'Olgio, Rizzo, and Pivanello can come on for him. And again, we'll do pump fists, and they're both motivated, so we're good. Let's see if we can get out there and win this game. Amasso, lovely headed down from Albertini. Amasso crosses in. Unfortunately, on this occasion, nobody there. Pavanello gets it. Zanini, Pavello, back to Saro. Saro into the areas. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there. Clearly didn't have the clearage, and we've got somebody. Baldi is in. Santorio stops that, and Piccolo with the free kick. It's headed clear, and we have a penalty. And he's missed it. Completely missed the goal. Dearie me. Dearie, 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 dear. What can you do? Let's demand more. Just need that extra bit of umph. 80 minutes gone. Do we need to make any more changes? Piccolo. I'm not sure we've got anybody for Piccolo, have we? Piccolo is having a good game. He's fired up. Silvestri is probably the other person not having a good game. I think we've done pretty much all the changes we can do that's likely to affect the game. I think we've just got to ride this one out. Bearing in mind we are away from home. Clayton is now tired. Do we make that change with Clayton? I think we probably do. That is our final change if we do. Tonakai coming on for Clayton then. And that's the final change as we go into injury time. Nothing happening. I think we will see this one out as a 1-1 draw and be grateful for it. Another 2 points we've dropped there. Silvestri and Pecorino getting bookings right at the end of the game there, which is unfortunate. But in the scheme of things, I think we will accept that. I'm not happy with the performance out there. I think it was more of an unlucky, boys. Hand on hips. Unlucky it wasn't our night. Individuals wise, nobody played out of their socks really. Pecorino probably, I'm pleased with how he did, which he seems motivated by. I think we'll also do Piccolo. We'll probably do Zanini and Albertini because they both had reasonable games as well. So there we go. That is the first game of the episode, a 1-1 draw against Foggia or Foggia. We are still top of the table. However, Bari in beating Potenza by a 1-0 actually puts them in the box seat now. They have a game in hand over us, as does our next, the team we're going to meet next, Averlino. Does put them in the box seat because if they win that, they will be 2 points in front of us now, having dropped those 2 points there. Had we won that game, we'd have been on 20 points. Would have really only get us on goal difference, but still a way to go, and we're still pretty much well in the playoff positions, which is what the expectation for the season is. So we're not having a bad start, I guess, as it goes. So that's where we're at. We'll be back in just literally 2 days, where we will be meeting Averlino 1912. Well, this team is really starting to build a little bit of familiarity, as in the team is starting to fit themselves to the starting lineup. As you will see, pretty much no changes. In fact, I don't think there are any changes from the last game, the 1-1 draw. Santoro, Ingol, Zanini, Clayton, Silvestri and Albertini in defence. Isco and Rizzo are in our midfield, with Piccolo and Mazzarani attacking midfield, with Pecorino and Reginaldo in attack. And on the bench, as was before, Confenti, Pellegrini, Amasso, Gatto, Tonakai, Dall'Algio, Saro, Pinto, Pivanello, Saturina, Cowpie and Menar. In fact, I don't think there's any changes on the bench either. Silvestri has to watch himself. He's one yellow card away from a suspension. So we'll need to be very, very careful with him. Pecorino, what's going on here? He's wanted by a number of sides. Schmoozing him. We'll need to check him out and see what the status of play is there before we move on too much. No changes from last match. No opposition instructions. So we go through to this one. We really could do with a win. Otherwise, that'll be 3 games on the trot that we've drawn. Really could do with a win right now. We're favourites for a reason. Go out there and make sure that there's left it no doubt as to why. I think that's a thing. We are favourites here. Go out there and give it a... Yep, that's what we're going to do. A couple of players not motivated. And still not motivated. Clayton and Albertini. Pump faith in you, go out there. Neither of those have been motivated either, so there we go. We are on telly for this one, so we will get the tunnel interviews. Recent good run as them 3rd in the Liga Pro C from table. How much of a threat do they pose? Yeah, I think that's fair enough. You're second in the Liga form table after a good recent run. Does that help ahead of kickoff? Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So here we are. 1-3, drawn 2 of our last 5 games. They won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 of their last 5. And as you'll see, at this moment we are still top. We are the early game, well, the only game on Saturday. The rest of the games are being played Sunday. And it's a 8:45 kickoff. I presume that's English time. Or maybe not be English time, I don't know. Isco and Piccolo doing very well. Zanini here to Isco. Isco to Piccolo. Piccolo! It's saved by the goalkeeper, but Raul Reginaldo was waiting to pounce, and he did so. 3 minutes gone. We have a lead, which we haven't done just recently. Here we go. See it again. Isco. Piccolo. Piccolo's with a shot. The goalkeeper parries it, but only to Reginaldo, who said, "Thank you very much. I'll have that." And we go that goal up. And nothing else doing. 3 shots, 3 on target. 56% of the possession so far. Five shots, 3 on target. 58% of the possession now. So Maserani has got injured. What's the matter with him? He's got potential foot injury now. We'll pump fists and get Amasso on. And continue. It's not good news really. Maserani quite instrumental in some of it. Reginaldo with the free kick, and it's a goal from Pecorino. And again, for the second time in 2 or 3 matches, from a very, very tight angle. Extremely tight. Pecorino here. Look, goalkeeper's come out, and the ball was going out, and he's just... Either they must practice that on the training ground, but that puts us 2-0 up and gives us the advantage. 8 shots, 4 of which have been on target. 2 goals, 1.36 XG, 59% of the possession against their 2 shots, 1 on target, and a 0.09 XG. So we're exceeding that for the minute. Right, things going... away, we'll go with that one. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Or do we go, I'm delighted with your performance so far. Delighted with your performance so far. We'll go with that. Everybody's motivated. I don't think there's anybody stand out. Reginaldo, I think what we'll do is delighted with your performance. Pump fists, outstretched arms, I'm delighted with your performance. Who else is performing rather well? Isco's having a good game as well. We'll delighted with your performance. Right, we've got everybody that we need to speak to spoken to. They've made a substitution at half time. Albertini with the throw in. We'll give them the ball away here. We'll need to avoid them getting back into the game early in the second half. Ball given away to Zanini. Piccolo now. Piccolo comes forward, finds Pecorino to Zanini. Isco finds Piccolo wide. Piccolo crosses in and Rizzo heads it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Goalkeeper was almost on top of him as he got that header in. Piccolo with the free kick, and it's a headed goal from Silvestri. He can do that. He's not shy at getting in there. Good header, and his height obviously paying dividends in that. So 3-0 up as we start to motor with this. This is doing good for goal difference as well, which was a little bit of Achilles heel for us, which means that we're now level on goal difference with Bari. They do still have that game in hand. They're only 4 points behind us. They will overtake us as it stands, but Potenza can't overtake us on goal difference now, which is good stuff. And we get another one, will be even more so. Reginaldo to Rizzo. Rizzo loses it to Isco. Rizzo and number 4 from Pecorino. A assist by Rizzo. And Rizzo is looking to have been an extremely good signing. Isco, Reginaldo, Rizzo through. Pecorino onside. And all he had to do was sweep it into the back of the net. He was only just, mind. I thought he was a bit more onside than he was, but doesn't matter. He's onside. Silvestri, 1 yellow card away from suspension. It's a good question. Do we take him off? I think as we are 4-0 up, I think we can probably afford at this stage. Let's have a quick eyeball. I'm going to drop a bit of praise before we do anything else, because we won't be able to do it after we've thingy. So praise for the guys. Silvestri, it does protect him for another game, I guess, if we bring on Tonakai. Is there anybody not performing? Amasso's come on, he's got 6.7. Everybody else is doing really well. Pecorino on an 8.2. Man of the match form at the moment, as is Piccolo. Nope, I think we'll stick at that for the moment. Pump fists. Faith in you, get out there. He's complacent. Is Tonakai. That's because I told him off for his training, which wasn't really up to it. Albertini heads out. Reginaldo comes all the way back to pick it up. He's got it to Isco, and we go forward again. Isco to Reginaldo. Reginaldo to Pecorino. Gets his second of the game, his 5th of the season. And we are 5 goals to the good. Well, this is not as tough as I thought it was going to be. I really did think this particular game was going to be as tough as the last one, which makes a bit of a mockery of how we did in the last one. It was away from home. We're at home, which I suppose gives us that little bit of advantage. The crowd are on our side. Got a goal difference now, 14. And we're looking okay. Get to 80 minutes. We may well be making, yes, we're making some changes now. Isco is tired. And Dalaljo is coming on for him, as is usual. 3 changes made. We can make one more change, I think. 1, 2. Was this the 3rd time? This could be the 3rd time, actually. So we've got to be careful. We did the Maserani as an injury in the first half. Then we brought on, did the Silvestri change. If we're going to do any more changes, now is the time to do them. don't really want to take anybody else off. Everybody else is playing. Zanini's not having such a good game. Maybe it's a chance to give Pinto a run out in the back there. We'll do that. That's pretty much all we can do now, I think. Whether they allow us, if we've got an injury, whether they allow us another change or not, I don't know. Zanini picking up that yellow card pretty much there as well. Albertini with the ball on the far side there, cuts it into Isco. Isco's still on the pitch, and he's had his shot blocked, and it's now they're coming away, and tackle goes in. Still their ball. A couple of things didn't really get that cleared, did we? In danger of giving away a consolation goal, if nothing else here. And there it is, which dents our goal difference. A clean sheet would have been the best. And the goalkeeper dived. No way dived for. The ball was already in the back of the net. Don't want to see it again. Oh, there's a question of offside there, but we still want to do the tactical changes. Yes, Rizzo is also tired, but I don't think you can make that change now, so we're going to have to go with it. Right, we've done all that from a positive mentality. Let's go to balanced. Can we drop a bit of praise again? We can indeed. Let's drop some praise. Finish off the game as we should do. And there we are. That is a winning end to the episode. Outstretched arms. I'm very happy with the result and the way that you played. Individuals wise, Pecorino, I think, absolutely delighted with your performance. Reginaldo and Piccolo both picking up. I'm very happy with your performance. And then amongst the others, I think really is a whole mixture. I think anybody that got over a 7 here, maybe not Clayton, but these guys definitely outstretched arms. Pleased with your performance tonight. Well done. And Silvestri's actually demotivated. I'm not quite sure why. Such a positive result must have gone down well. Your players be getting a day off as a result. They deserve a reward. That's definitely you're proud of. To say a particular result was on the cards, exaggeration. It's absolutely superb win. It's a good feeling. Yeah. So a 5-1 win. Bearing in mind, none of the other sides have played. So what we will do. No, that's not good news. Maserani is out for 3 to 4 weeks with a twisted ankle. That is not good news. Reginaldo ends his goal drought. We'll praise his performance just to try and pick him up. Pecorino had the man of the match and was absolutely superb. Right, we're going to see if we can get, I'm going to send my assistant to do that. What I'm looking for is the other results so that we can finish off the episode knowing how we are set in the table. I might edit this out when it comes. Right, here we go. So we come back with the scores from today's games. Other games, Bari were playing Vibonese. They have won that game, and with one game in hand over us, they still have that advantage over us. Potenza, I'm assuming, have won as well. They did a 2-1 against Foggia, and the team that we couldn't beat in the first game of the episode. And as you'll see, that means that they have a game in hand, and they won't overtake us because we've actually now got that goal difference, which is rather splendid. It's Barry that will overtake us, and there we go. That's how we end the episode, but we're still on top, and that's good news for us. Right, we're going to come back in our next episode on this game here, Casatana and Palermo are the two games that will be a televised game as well. So Casatana away, Palermo at home will be our next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Sicilian Defence are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. on this channel. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 is where you need to be. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you for the next episode. Episode 4 should be out on Friday. Till then, goodbye.